So, okay, so I was like at like home plate, right? And I was playing catcher at the time. And Jacob was at
Oh
first.
man,
And
was that thing that I said earlier, was that really mean? What did I have for breakfast? Did I study enough for that test earlier?
Dude, okay, I'm trying to. Hey,
I'm sorry. Wait. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm trying to like tell you about my game.
Keep going.
Okay, so, okay, oh yeah. So I like jumped like literally 10 feet in the air, and I just like, I don't even know.
What do I have to do for the rest of the day? I should probably study some more.
Hey, dude, are you even listening to me?
Wait. Sorry. I think my head's just kind of in the clouds.
Dude, what are you even thinking about right now?
I don't even know. I guess I was just kind of thinking about myself. That's pretty rude of me. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, that's not rude at all. That's your default mode network.
My what?
Your default mode network.
My what?
Your default mode network!
Oh! My default mode network. What's that?
Well, the default mode network is a series of brain connections that becomes active when your brain's at rest. It's usually used for like introspection or self-reflection, and it helps like consolidate your memories.
That's really cool. Can you tell me some more about that?
Yeah, the DMN helps consolidate and process our episodic memory, the things that happen throughout our day, and it curates a sort of timeline for us of the things that have happened to us, as well as how we feel about them or what we think about them. And it really helps us solidify those into our brain and into our cognition.
Wow, that's so cool. I remember learning about this a while ago. So what's the purpose of all of this?
Well, that's the thing with the brain, is we're still trying to figure that out. Some researchers theorize that it has to do with a lot more than just consolidating memories, but more with kind of our formation of ourself and our identity. Others think it's how we prepare for the future by recognizing things that have happened in the past and considering how those affected us. Even more, some researchers think that it's how we not only process our own beliefs and introspections, but it's how we associate belief and meaning to other people and what they think.
Wow, that's a lot of ideas, but those all seem really useful and important to how we function every day.
That's right. The default mode network is active so many times throughout our day, and we don't even realize it. But it's so important for how we function and how we process the events around us.
Wow, thanks for explaining all that. Now I don't feel selfish for not listening to you. That reminds me of something I learned in my neuroscience class.
What's that?
Well, we learned about the parts of the brain that are responsible for the default mode network.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
Can you explain it?
Yeah, actually, I think we should go into your brain just so you can really understand what's going on.
Go into my brain? How do we do that?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just it's just super chill.
I don't know if I feel comfortable. Whoa! How did we get in here? How'd you do that?
Don't worry about it. So anyways, within the default mode network, there's a few key areas that kind of control it. Those are anterior medial frontal cortex, the ventral medial prefrontal cortex, posterior cingulate cortex, precuneus, inferior parietal lobule, and middle temporal gyrus.
What do all those areas control? What do they do?
Well, these areas are a lot more active when your mind is wandering, like when you were talking to me and my mind was wandering. And they also play a pretty key role in like thinking about yourself and processing your interactions with others. So the medial prefrontal cortex is mostly involved in self-referential processing and also effective decision making. But you also have the posterior cingulate cortex and precuneus, which have a lot more to do with memory retrieval and connecting sensory and cognitive information.
So, are there ever times when these areas are inactive?
Yeah, it actually kind of has an inverse relationship with really hard mental processes. So when you're being super thoughtful or you have a high cognitive load, like when you're in class paying attention, this default mode network is probably not activated.
I really feel like I understand the default mode network a whole lot better now. How about you?
Yeah, I do too. I think connecting the psychological theories that you presented with the neuroanatomy is really helpful to understand exactly what's going on inside our brains.